Live from the Hive. This episode of Live from the Hive is brought to you today by RoboShop. RoboShop is a computer goods and electronics store known throughout the western United States. Pete, you can find your local RoboShop in multiple locations, like this one here in Phoenix and south central Phoenix. RoboShop, I really like the dirt parking lots. That's a good touch.
Yes, sir. Nothing says quality like a dirt parking lot.
RoboShop also provides electronic musical equipment and audio playback devices. That'll be good for the new studio we're building out here. So they'll have that Bluetooth MP3 player you've had your eye on. And if you're a musician, they can hook you up with synthesizers and electronic drum kits to put out that next masterpiece. As a thank you to the wonderful employees at RoboShop, Pete, they will receive 50% off their admittance to the first opening home game at Red Rock Park. That's going to be coming up soon. RoboShop, come on. You okay there?
Yes, sir.
RoboShop, come on down and find out what you didn't know you just had to have. And Pete's got some microphone stuff he's working on.
I bought this stuff from RoboShop.
Yeah. I gotta have a return. Wow.
What's their return policy like?
Wow, we're back home here in Phoenix, Arizona, Pete, and we're closing in on the next baseball season. We've been out for a while. We've been busy, and man, I'm itching for some baseball.
You and me both, partner. I'm ready to go. Let's get this thing underway.
Oh, it's crazy. Off season. I'm still shaking the cobwebs. And we're coming back here to the studio out in left field at Red Rock Park. That's where we do our studio work, and we're sitting down here looking at these stats, and my head's swimming.
Mine too.
I don't even know what to think. So first of all, what we have here is a failure to communicate. No, we've got, as we left off with last season. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna bring the music back up here, folks. Let's bring in. See, that's where things get a little dicey. Who's the tech guy here? Anyway, we're back here looking at it. It seemed awful quiet, a little too much. The team we came, we're looking at our fifth. It's going to be our fifth starting season. Call it games, the third for the Beewolves, and this last two seasons get to the playoffs both times, make it to the second round, and they get swept out. So we're looking at making some changes this season. They may not be huge changes, but they're going to be important changes. And looking at, obviously the first two things that we have to do are reactionary. Dusty Winder, checking out the free agent market, at least. Possibly a re-sign, possibly not. Smack Avery caught in a bit of a scandal with a inappropriate relationship with a certain sportscaster here in Phoenix. So not really going to be part of this team. It's a shame too, because I love Smack. Smack was on the mound. He was so dominating for us. You're just showing a couple highlights here from the postseason. He's crazy, out of his head. He's going to be someone that's going to be hard for us to replace.
Smack Avery?
I think so.
Well, he's done very well for the Beewolves, but I mean, I don't know how he's going to do on the market. I'd be interested in seeing how he comes out on the market, because he is only a C-plus pitcher, so I think he may have been pitching his best with the Beewolves. I don't know if he can carry that over with another team. Yeah, it's true when you say it that way. So, I mean, I've got so many things, so many different ways to approach this as we get ready. We're going to do 16 rounds of the. This is a 2-week thing here. 16 rounds of negotiations, starting in just in a short bit here. But before it does, we're pouring over some stats. What do you think, Pete? Did you look at some of this stuff? I did, and I'm not sure what to think just yet. Like I said, my focus has really been on Dusty Winder and Smack Avery. What are we going to do about those two and the holes that they're going to leave?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we
I'm currently looking at Smack Avery's pitching stats. From last season. He only pitched 16 innings all season.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, he only pitched in 16 innings. He was 1-1 with 5 saves.
Yeah.
He had 6 save opportunities, so he only had 1 blown save. He's got a save percentage of .833. Postseason, though, it was 1 save for 1 opportunity. Is that what you got?
No, I got a little different. He had an ERA of 3. I see that he had 4 saves, 12 innings pitched for regular season, right?
Right, that's regular season.
Yeah, I got season.
So I got for regular season 12 innings pitched, 1 win, 1 loss, 4 saves, 5 save opportunities. So he had 1 blown save. He had a save percentage of 8.8. He gave up 8 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. He had an ERA of 2.250 with a WHIP of .833.
A WHIP of .833. I got a WHIP of .92.
Well, a little off.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Why would that be? Oops.
Again, the person who was inputting the stats into the game changer may not have been.
Oh, all right.
Maybe a little off. So it's. I mean, as long as it's close, it's close enough for horseshoes and hand grenades, right?
Well, we're looking at you and I are looking at the same screen right now, right? If you're.
I am.
We have the same monitor. Yeah, that's where I've got. Like, here's season 1, season 2. That's the official one. I got the ERA is 4.5. Down here on the bottom, if we switch on down.
4.5. But that's for the season, right?
Right.
You're talking season now.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is playoffs. Regular season. Here you go.
I was gonna say because I got an ERA of 4.52 for the playoffs.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Postseason.
Yeah. Here's regular season. This is playoffs. But yeah. Okay. So, I mean, he was solid. Again, Smack Avery, because he's leaving, because of a scandal, unfortunately, he's not going to be back. So we will need a new closer. Dusty Winder, we could wait, see if anybody picks him up and try and get him back. But the thing I did notice about Dusty Winder is he did well during the regular season, I think. He's actually has like you see the season 2, he has the best ERA of our relievers. But when it comes to the playoffs, he struggled. He's an 11.25 in both seasons.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm looking at the game changer stats and the same thing. Postseason he pitched in 2 games. He only pitched in 4 innings.
Yeah.
He was 0-1. He gave up 11 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He had an ERA of 11.25 with a 3 WHIP. And that was just in the 2 postseason games that he appeared in.
Yeah, and last season looks like he had the highest ERA. Our other pitchers, I guess, games. Yeah, our other 2 pitcher relievers had 0 ERA. Relievers, he had a 2.7, which isn't bad in a sense, but I think he didn't get slung with the run. He gave up 1 home run there, and then in this one he gave up 2 home runs. What did he give up in earned runs on both these? Dusty Winder, earned runs 1 and 5. So he's been a good seasonal pitcher, but not a great. He's got nerves in the postseason. So
yeah,
I'm thinking we may want to just sort of let him go.
Right. Well, and when you look at our relief pitching. I think we average like a C, right? For our relief pitching staff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely love to see. I mean, again, I appreciate Dusty Winder's everything he's done for the team, but yeah, I would love to see us do a little, get somebody in here that's going to help bring their relief pitching squad up.
Yeah, they're all C++.
A little bit. Yeah.
So no,
I mean, even Smack Avery, they're all C pluses. So if we could get like a B, or dare I say an A, if we can get a young player who's coming in and we can sign them to a good contract, you get an A or a B reliever, or dare I say an A closer. That's going to help a lot more than keeping Dusty Winder or Smack Avery.
Yeah, the only problem is I don't think we can afford it. If we go to, you can see here let's see, if we go down to the economy, right now our payroll, we got a surplus of 10.9 million.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess we could, we may be able to. That would leave us no room for development as the season goes on, which isn't. It's one path you could take, but you wouldn't really be able to develop your players. You'd have to. So we wouldn't want to pick up anyone we'd have to develop. They'd have to be ready to go. So that's.
And we talked about possibly letting Laura Franco go.
Yeah, that's always the elephant in the room. Laura Franco, they're making $17.9 million. The highest player by a mil, paid player.
Yeah,
but
you look at those stats though: 98 power, 77 connectivity, 76 speed.
Yeah, and she's
played like it too.
Yeah, she's there all the time. She plays during the regular season, during the playoffs. That's really the big thing. If she played like an A- player, we could free up a lot of money, real easy. But she's an asset. We let her go, and now all of a sudden we got a big hole to fill.
Yeah.
So when I was looking at this, again, I went back to stats. Let me go back here to the summary and then go to team stats. I was looking at the seasons, and I was also looking at both seasons. Here you got this and the next. Just kind of glancing at the batting averages there. Yeah. Real good season last season. Good season this season as well. Looks to be our weak spots. We don't get a great batting average from Eliza Peck during the regular season. But we've been a good regular season team. We've made the playoffs consistently. It's really the playoffs where we've fallen. So when you go to playoffs for both of these, again you get now. Where is Eliza Peck? Yeah, she's hitting 421 in the playoffs there, 286. That's not bad. Actually, we had Billy LeBoink and Bertha Banks didn't do that well this year. But what I noticed on both years is, Gina Torrens there. She's at 200 this year. Last year at 235. So Gina Torrens has been, as much as I love her, she's been here since the start. But for second base, there's a position where we have two solid individuals, Freddie Knox and Gina Torrens, two B-ranked second base people. I don't know if we need two B-ranked second base. We could probably go with one starter, save some money on the other one, and when you look there at the standout, it's kind of Gina's arm. I mean, Gina's a better fielder than Freddie Knox by almost double. So she's going to make a lot of grabs at second base. It's not going to matter with a grounder to her to throw out to first. She'll be able to make that. The problem we have is when it's a grounder to her, she's got to throw home, and you have a fast runner, they're going to get that run. Yeah.
But the other issue too, this Gina Torrens provides us with a backup shortstop in case Hanley Dexteris goes down for some reason.
That's true. I hadn't even considered that. Whereas you got Freddie Knox there, he's making $5.2 a year. He should be a starter somewhere. So theoretically, we could let Freddie go, clear up $5 million, look for someone else, pick up another second string second base that's cheaper, and then use some more of that money to go for one of these other pitchers.
Or we let Gina Torrens go, right? And then look for, like you say, look for a lesser player who can back up Hanley Dexteris at shortstop. A backup second baseman, shortstop.
Oh, someone who plays both, right.
Right.
Well, okay. So I think I think most of our, and this is what I thought. I thought maybe we could flag some players that are on the free agency market, first knowing what we're getting. So I think what we want to do is consider the whole Gene Torrance thing. So maybe this comes to money. What do you think about that? Do you think about other players on not our pitching lineup, but on the fielding lineup that you may want to consider changing?
It's difficult. Like you say, I agree with you. I don't know. We talked about maybe because we're paying Steve Monstour, we just re-signed him. He could always move to first base if you wanted to get a Laura Franco, cut her loose. I don't like it because, like you say, we are overspending, but she's providing.
Yeah.
Hanley Dexteris tends to be hot and cold, and he's the superstar shortstop, but he's hot and cold at a lot of times. So,
Yeah.
Laura Franco seems to be pretty steady. She contributes almost all the time. Buster Biggs in left field, 32 years old, making 7.6 mil. He's a solid left fielder at B+. So I probably would start at the bottom. You got Polk Foster and Benny Ballmer. Those are bench players. Only making 3 mil. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Billy LeBoink, we keep talking about him like he's going to retire, and how long can he go at 41 years old before, do we let him go and pick up that $6.6 million and then just try to bring in a new right field, left fielder? It's tough. And the same thing, like you said, we've gone 2 seasons with these guys, and they've gotten us almost all the way. We just need something. I just don't know what it is.
Right.
And I think if we go back and we look at like you were saying, the postseason stats, the worst Benson Rushmore, Dusty Winder do not have a batting average. Frangipani, okay. Polk Foster played in a game. He only had 1 at bat, and he struck out.
Oh, the playoffs?
In the playoffs.
Yeah.
Ruby Green had 6 at bats. She got 1 hit. It was a single. Scored a run. But she struck out twice. She only hit 167 in the playoffs. Bertha Banks, 15 at-bats, 3 hits, 1 single, 2 home runs, though, in the playoffs.
I thought about Bertha myself, too, but she tends to be producing in the home runs. Yeah, she got 4 RBIs,
power hitter,
which is, Well, based on that,
Eliza Peck, 2 for 7 in the playoffs, sitting 286.
Yeah, it's still 286 isn't bad, and that's a step up for her compared to the. Again, I'm not on the bandwagon to keep Eliza Peck. She's always been to me kind of one that I thought underperformed, but one thing you could say about her is during the playoffs she seems to come alive for some reason.
Yeah, she does. And again, we get into that whole situation of, she's platooning with Steve Monstour too. So maybe if she got more consistent play time, she might play better.
Yeah.
But she is an asset come playoff time. So which is another reason why maybe we let Laura Franco go and move Steve Monstour to first base. He got a raise, so the only thing I worry about with Steve Monstour though is that it's a secondary position, so he'd take a hit on his fielding by playing that. He's kind of a filler there as opposed to someone you'd want to man it. But Ruby Green plays first base, right?
I mean, Ruby's a B-. Well, what if we look for some people? We look for someone. A first base, second base, just flag a couple like first baseman, second baseman.
Infielders,
right?
Utility infield.
All right. So that let's do that first then. So we go to available players, and again, not at this price. We're not talking about pulling the trigger now in the first round, but just to keep them on our radar and see how they go through the. So how about Sock the Song?
Let's get him in here. Let's get him in here. Let's meet with him.
$35 million. There's no way we're ever gonna. Well, you're talking.
What's it gonna take Put a Beewolf uniform on Sagda-san.
Well, if you let Laura Franco go, the quiz of 17, if he comes down halfway, you want to put a star on him?
No, I don't, because again, that would be our entire budget.
Yeah.
I don't know though, because he's a great player.
Yeah. Well, 2 down, you got Grunt Manley. He's still in his
First
20s.
base. Yeah, 28. He's a left-handed bat. Good speed, good connectivity, and he's got good power.
Yeah.
He's known as an RBI man and a tough out. That'd be worthwhile money to spend if you could get him.
Well, maybe let's put a star on Grunt.
You got it. You got it, pal.
So for second base, again, I think we were looking at a backup. Like,
kind of a backup situation. Maybe you get down to Edison Perkins, maybe even deeper than that. He's a B+.
Devin Godsendis then also. Well, no, he's 31. I mean, he just won the championship with the grapplers. But let's see. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to go center field. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Catchers: Shankov, 10, tough lift. First base, third. Gabe. Who'd you say?
I said Edison Perkins, second base shortstop, because we need somebody who's going to back up. If we keep Freddie Knox and we get rid of what's your name?
Oh, down here. I see. Yeah.
But again, he wants about what we're paying a Laura Franco, and he's a B+. She's an A-.
Who, Edison?
Yeah.
Oh, we're paying Laura 17.9.
That's right, 17.9.
Yeah.
So she's up. Yeah, she's getting paid 17.9, which would put her in the price range of like between a B+ and an A-.
Yeah, and Edison, if we're looking at second base again, that's a backup for Freddie Knox, so it doesn't have to be. It can be someone cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying though.
If we're looking at first base to replace Laura Franco, we want someone. Someone who's going to mash taters. I don't know. He's doesn't have great fielding. He's pretty good. He's only 38 though.
And he wants 18.
Yeah, and Devin Godsendis. He plays.
So we get rid of a Laura Franco and wind up paying more money for first.
Well, if you bought him now.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's the other thing is all of these, from this probably this whole front page is going to go quick.
Yeah. All right. Let's make it down to the next page here.
Yeah.
Second, we got a B+ there. Yeah. Let's see. Pitchy. A lot of shortstops.
Kingsley Savage. Oh, he's 40. I don't know, but he's going to be a backup. So.
Yeah.
Because we're also looking for somebody who, if we get rid of. Who's plays second? Gina Torrens. If we get rid of Torrens, she's also our backup shortstop.
Yeah.
So we're losing a backup shortstop as well.
Yeah. Spanky Wagner.
Spanky Wagnard. 27 years old. He's got 99 power, 59 connectivity, 68 speed, 16 fielding, and 17 arm.
He's playing first base.
Well, that's not good.
Sturdy Woodman.
Sturdy Woodman. He wants 13-2 to play first base. He's a B.
If we waited till he dropped down to like 8 million or something.
We could keep an eye on him. You want to put a star on him just to see? Just for now, if we see somebody else. But yeah, for first base, possibly.
Yeah.
28 years old.
Yeah, and we saw Sturdy play for a season down there in Fort Lauderdale.
We definitely did.
All right, backing up Freddie Knox, Kat McCarthy. She's got to come down quite a bit though. I think we need to look at someone who's starting under 10 million.
Yeah.
So here's.
And again, if they could be a backup second base / shortstop.
Yeah, well, look at this.
That
though.
would be the best.
Stephen Reed looks like a rookie. 23-year-old, second base shortstop, B ranked. Solid.
He's got to work on his speed, but yeah, I mean, he's better than average with power. Got great ability to connect. A little bit low on the speed, but yeah, he's solid.
Well, let's flag him anyway. Maybe some.
Let's do that.
Some youth wouldn't hurt the team.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is we got to start talking about youth because, you talk about Billy LeBoink, you talk about Polk Foster. Isn't he 40 years old as well? And
yeah,
we got a lot of old players on our team.
Colton Ayala played. I forget where he played, but he's a first base catcher. He'd be able to flop for Steve Monstour. He's 36. Yeah, but I mean, Jose Carloco's 34. Bobbitt's another shortstop, second base. We want someone with an arm, right?
B minus. His arm's not that bad. It's we can. Hopefully, what?
Walker runs.
Walker runs second base infield. B minus.
Yeah, he's got a bad arm.
He's got a lot of speed, but yeah, I mean he's about midway on connectivity. He doesn't have. I mean, he struggles with power.
Yeah, but it's a backup. This is talking about a backup to Freddie Knox.
Right.
So I do like Walker. I mean, they got Zoom Dela Cruz right behind him. She doesn't do the whole infield, but I love Zoom. The only problem is she's not a good contact hitter.
No, great defensive player though.
Great fielder. So you lose a little bit at the plate for her, but she's gonna gun you going home. She's gonna be able to stop that run from coming in. I don't know. She's only 26 too.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't know. What do you think with like these here? Should we star any one of these three? Bobbitt, Runs, and Dela Cruz?
I guess if I was going to star any of them, I'd go with Bobbitt.
Bobbitt?
Because he has that trait of power versus right-handed pitching.
Okay.
He's not very fast. He's a pretty solid defensive player. He makes good contact, and then he's got a 43, so almost mid-power. But then he gets the boost because he gets a power versus right-handed pitching. So
yeah, the only other thing with Runs, though, he plays the whole infield. But all right. Okay, then we go down one more here. Okay, let's see. There's more first base people down here. We need a first base to. Okay, Landon Fair. Landon Fair, not bad. I mean, actually pretty good for. He's 24. Where did Landon play? His career. Landon played for the Freebooters. He didn't play there when we were there. He's got 2 seasons under his. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump off that. He's in 318, 314 the last 2 seasons.
Yep, and they haven't been in the playoffs, so he has no playoff stats. He did commit an error last season. 7 strikeouts, so a total of 13 strikeouts, 3 walks, 4 doubles. Only 3 home runs, but he's got 18 hits. 18 for 57.
Yeah, career batting average of 316. That's not bad.
Yeah. Says you. He's got a 544 slugging percentage.
Yeah.
For only $9.9 million.
And that's like now. He's going to drop, And again, this is a backup to Freddie Knox, so.
Right. He is going to back up Freddie Knox. That's what I say.
You want to star him or no?
Sure.
All right. Okay. That seems like That's the regular group. All right, so pitchers.
Maggie Rags.
Yeah, so pitchers. We got Dusty Winder and Smack Avery. We have to consider getting a new reliever and a new closer. And are we looking at a fourth string for Deshaun Levant? Or, again, we don't have to do anything now. We don't do everything now. We can do something halfway through the season.
That's true. I think right now my main concern is getting a third reliever and a closing pitcher.
Okay.
And I would lean toward like a lights-out closing pitcher.
Okay.
That could shut people down.
All right. Oops. I meant to say. Wait. What are we doing? Okay. Available players. We're looking at pitchers like K Frequent.
Superstar. Closing pitcher, $30.3 million.
She's gonna go way before we can get her. There's no way we can't touch Kate. We love Kate. We saw her play down in Fort Lauderdale. $30 million. If she came down half, if no one signed her, she'd be 15th.
Yeah.
I don't see how it's gonna happen.
Slip Souders on there. Ivy Peperonis.
Yes.
What? Come on.
Big names. I mean, if you're talking about it. All right. So if we're not looking at K Frequent, where are the rest of these closing pitchers? Hold on a second here.
Sort by role.
Oh, sort of by role. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hold on a second here. I sort by column X. Okay. Okay, here's the closing pitchers down here. K, and then I guess it's then Macy York is the next bet. Here's all the closers right here. So if you're looking at going up from Smack Avery, is he a B? He's a B minus.
He's a solid B, yeah. He's got 3 pitches, 4-seam fastball, curveball, and a slider. Look at Smack Avery's the last one.
Oh, he's a C plus, okay. Yeah, so if you're looking at these guys, Daniel Molina, Lawrence Whipple, you're trading more of the same. If you're looking at coming up, you're looking at Macy York or K Frequent.
I'd love to get K Frequent, but I would put a star on Macy York. Let's keep an eye on her.
Okay. Let's see, she's got a career? No, she's a rookie.
She's a rookie. All right, let's bring her in.
32-year-old rookie. Contact Earth. She's right.
She started out. She thought she wanted to be an accountant, and then decided she'd rather play baseball.
I mean, we'll keep an eye on K Frequent just because. I mean,
yeah.
All right. So relief.
We need a reliever. Yeah.
Now, do we start with the starting / relievers? Do we look at these guys at all?
We could do that. I mean, I'm not against it.
Yeah, I wouldn't kick that out of bed for eating crackers, right?
No, sir.
As the saying goes. Well, I mean, here, if you've got the starters / relievers are all good. Any one of these standing out to you, looking like something that's realistic? Like a Deft Weddams or a... I mean, Maverick.
I'd go Deft Weddams. Starting pitcher / reliever.
I mean, Ivy Peperonis is also good, but Deft. Where did Deft play for him here? He played for a couple teams. Moonstars, Grapplers, all in California thus far. His career ERA during the regular season is 3.13. Earned runs 37. What's his playoffs? Oh, he just won with the Grapplers. 4.7. All right, he's solid. It's a step up. Is it a step up from
Dusty Winder?
Yeah,
I think so.
Dusty Winder's a C plus.
He was right there on the same page. Yeah. If you look at it, go down to.
Crying out loud! Aye. Oh, yeah, it's a B minus. So he's just a bump up.
Yeah. Dusty Winder, 64 velocity, 41 junk, 46 accuracy. We're talking deft Wedham's 41, right? 44 velocity, 52 junk, and 60 accuracy. I don't know. Personally, I'd re-sign Dusty Winder.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I don't know why he's a B- and Dusty Winder's a C+. I would have given, I would have reversed that.
Well, you look at someone like Maverick North, throws the ball hard. He's accurate enough. He's 26.
I'd go Maverick North before I go Deft Wedham's.
Right. We'll put a star on him. All right, then when you're talking about just straight relievers, yeah, I mean, here you got some, Flithwick, West and East. You're talking about some big Taylor McWales. This is all some big money. If you go with a B, what do we say? He's a B-? No, he's a C+. Is Dusty Winder?
Yes, C+, B-. Case. I was looking at that Case Barajas, relief pitcher right above Binky Stevens there.
Oh, okay.
He's a B, 83 velocity, 31 junk, 66 accuracy. So if we can work on his junk, and it's only wants $7 million.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, hell, we could pick him up right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Elijah Frown's a rookie, only 19 years old. Cruz Gleaming. Also, look at the accuracy.
What's he got?
Yeah, he doesn't throw very hard. Yeah, you're right though. Kais Barajas throws 83.
Yeah, and he's got better than average accuracy, and his junk isn't horrible.
Yeah.
But Cruz Gleaming, he doesn't, like you say, he doesn't have much speed, but he's got junk and look at the accuracy on the kid.
Yeah.
But he wants 12.4.
Yeah, and Dusty's just a few down, so you can compare them pretty easy. Like if you're talking about Binky Stevens, yeah, he doesn't really compare. Case though, Case says he's got better numbers than Dusty, except for junk. Want me to star him?
Yeah.
Right.
I'd say sign him. Go ahead and sign him.
Well,
you can get him for $0.2 million less than Dusty Winter. You're actually making money on the deal.
But Dusty throws a four-finger, the curveball, the changeup. He's got the four-finger, the slider, the changeup. Yeah, it's just degrees of.
Right.
34. Dusty was 33. Yeah, he's only a year older than Dusty. You want to sign him? Want to make a sign right in the? You want to let him come down a little?
It's up to you. Yeah, sure. If you want to hold out, we can take a look.
Hey, someone's gonna
see if he comes down. Maybe we'll make even more money.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I think we're good for right now, right? I mean, I think we can get to this this thing here, right? You're getting ready to get started?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. So again, 16 rounds today. The next one's going to be, the next one will be a little bit shorter episode, obviously, because we did a lot of talking on the front end. But you can see the biggest players here. K Frequent, like you said, wants 30 million. Aedas Cisneros is out there. West and East. Slipsauter, Grunt, Manley. Did we start Manley? I don't know. I think it would show
I
up.
don't know. I don't remember.
All right. We're going to go around and let's see what happens here. We're going to have to read some news, Pete. So why don't you start it? I'm going to go down.
Okay.
Hold on a second. We got to go down a bit here. Because a lot happens. All right. First one here.
The Herbivores sign Walker Runs replacing Steve-O Reeves. Steve-O Reeves is a 35-year-old left fielder, first baseman. He's a B- overall with 12 power, 88 connectivity, 70 speed, 56 fielding, and a 51 arm. And they're bringing in Walker Runs, who's an overall B-. He's got 37 power, 55 connectivity, 88 speed, 48 fielding, and a 22 arm. So the Herbivores get a plus 25 on power, a negative 33 on contact, plus 18 on speed, a negative 8 on fielding, and a negative 29 on the arm. And Steve-O Reeves was making $4,900,000, and Walker Runs will make $4,700,000 this year. Tommy?
Yeah, we were considering looking at Walker Runs. So All right, good to see he'll have a home up there in Seattle, playing for the Herbisaurs. Good to be over.
Yes, sir.
All right, Stephen Reed hasn't been signed yet. All right, he lowers his asking salary. He's a 23-year-old second base shortstop that we're considering if we let Gina Torrance go. All right, so he's down to 12.9. He's gonna have to come down much lower than that.
Yes, sir. Sturdy Woodman has lowered his asking salary. He was asking 13.2. He's an overall B, second base, first baseman. He's going to drop his salary from 13.2 to 12.2. So he's come down $1 million, Tom.
Yeah, and that comes in, that's a Laura Franco replacement. So we'd be going from 17.9 down to 12.2, which would free up an additional $5 million. One up from there, Maverick North, the 26-year-old, I think rookie, or I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he's rookie. Previous salary 9.8, now he's down to 9.2. So he'd be a starter / reliever. We could bring him in for Dusty Winder and even put him in case we lose one of our starters.
Yes, sir. Landon Fair, the 24-year-old second base shortstop, has lowered his asking salary. He was asking $9.9 million, and he's lowered it to $9.2. So he's ready to give $700,000 discount for his C+ second base shortstop duties.
And you compare Landon Fair there, 24 to Stephen Reed. Landon Fair is a C+, he's 9.2. Stephen Reed is a 12.9. What do you think of between those two?
I guess I would be leaning towards Stephen Reed.
Okay.
Because the other thing we've talked about, and if we step aside real quick, is when you hit the playoffs, they go back to their listed stats.
Yeah.
Which is another problem we have. Is we take a lot of players on our team who, like you say, are C's or whatever, and we get them playing like B+ or A-. But then once you hit the playoffs, they go back to playing like C's again.
Yeah. Oops. All right, Macy York lowers her salary from 11.7 down to 11.1. Closer. Macy York, the closer. So 11.1, that's a big jump up from... the problem is Smack Avery is the lowest paid player on the team. He was making like $3 million. So...
really?
Yeah.
No wonder he left.
Yeah.
Fred Bobbitt has lowered his asking salary. He was asking $6 million. He's a B- second base shortstop. He's 38 years old. He was asking $6 million. He's knocked $300,000 off the top. He's willing to play for $5,700,000. Tom.
Yeah, and he's cheaper. He's supposed to be a little bit better than Landon Fair, but he's cheaper than him by a few million.
Yeah.
Case Barajas lowered his asking salary from he's 34-year-old reliever, so he's a Dusty Winder potential replacement. That's who you were talking about just signing, right? He's from 7 down to 6. Now, if he dropped down, what if he dropped down all the way to 6? Would we want to sign him there? I think that sounds like a good number for me.
If you could get him to drop to 3, that'd be good. Grunt Manley has lowered his asking salary. Grunt Manley, the 28-year-old first base, third baseman, A-ranked, was asking $29.6, but he's willing to take $27,200,000.
Yeah, that's $10 million over Laura, so that's not going to be. All right. One transaction was made. Okay, so sign anybody now or go into the round?
You want to go another round? We can go another round.
Yeah, let's go another round. Let's do this, Dan. Round 2. Okay, so now, here we go. So start us off here.
Case Barajas has lowered his asking salary again. He's taken his $6.7 million and he's dropped it to $6.4.
Yeah, and it doesn't. So transactions would show up first, so nobody else signed a player on that one. They all passed. Landon Fair is dropping down from 9.2 to 8.6. C+ ranked second base shortstop. So potential reliever, cheaper than our current second base shortstop. Still got to come below $5 million, I think, for someone who's going to back up Freddie Knox.
Grunt Manley has lowered his asking salary from 27.2 to 25.4.
Macy York lowered her salary. She's from 11.1 down to 10.5.
Maverick North decided to lower his from 9.2 to 8.6.
Yeah, that's pretty good too. And he's 8.6. So again, we're kind of like in limbo between a reliever or a starter / reliever. Okay. Sturdy Woodman dropping his salary. He would play first base in place of Laura Franco. He's B ranked. Laura's an A minus. He was at 12.2. He's at 11.6.
All right. Fred Bobbitt has lowered his. The 38-year-old second base shortstop has lowered his asking salary from 5.7 to 5.5.
All right, that's getting pretty close. That's pretty close. He wants to go under 5. I think we're Stephen Reed, the second base shortstop, 23-year-older, dropped it down to 12.3. So another round.
Yes, sir. Let it ride.
Buy another round. Okay, roll the dice. Heading down here. Sorry, don't look at anything yet. We got a sign. We got a signing, Pete.
Yep. The Freedom have signed Hemming Grayweather. Hemming Grayweather, the 34-year-old third base first baseman. He's an overall C+. He's got 43 power, 70 connectivity, 40 speed, 29 fielding, and 67 arm. He's got good connection versus right-handed pitching, and he got signed for $4,400,000, Tom.
To a playoff team in Philadelphia, so that'll be good. That'll be good for him. Way to land a home here. Fred Bobbitt lowers his asking salary to 5.3, previously 5.5. Again, if he gets below 5, I think we're pretty close to getting someone we would sign as a backup if we let Gina Torrance go.
Grunt Manley has lowered his asking salary from 25.4 to 23.8.
All right. Stephen Reed drops his from 12.3 down to 11.7. Stephen Reed, again, second base shortstop, maybe a little rich for our blood, unless we picked him up as a starter.
Sturdy Woodman lowered his asking salary from 11.6 to 11.
Maybe when he gets close to 10, we'd have to seriously consider this Laura Franco thing. Landon Fair, second base shortstop, backup. He's still up at 8, dropped down from 8.6.
Case Barajas has lowered his asking salary from 6.4 to 6.1.
All right, I think pretty soon, right? If he drops below 6, you want to sign him?
If you want.
All right. Macy York, the closer. Again, someone we'd be looking at. If we clear up some salary at first base, we could think about pulling the trigger on a star closer. Well, not a star closer, but a B-rank closer like Macy York. But I think we may need to let her sit for a while and decant. Maverick North lowers his asking salary he drops from 8.6 down to 8. So $600,000. The 26-year-old starter / reliever. That's not bad. One more round.
Sure.
Round 5. Don't look yet. Don't look. No looky.
I'm not looking.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I'm looking. It says here, Grunt Manley lowered his asking salary from $23.8 million to $22,600.
All right. From there, Sturdy Woodman's dropping his salary from 11 down to 10.4. 10.4. Sturdy's getting close to us considering a real offer.
Yes, sir. Fred Bobbitt down from 5.3 to 5.1.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty good for a second base. We're talking reliever. He's got to be under 5. Macy York from 9.9 down to 9.3. At least she's making chunk moves. $600,000. 32-year-old closer.
Landon Fair has dropped from $8 million to 7.4.
All right. Maverick North has dropped the starter / reliever, dropped from 8 down to 7.4 as well. Another $600,000 drop.
Stephen Reed has dropped his asking salary from 11.7 to 11.1. So,
yeah. Case Barajas now 5'9", a 30-year-old reliever. Do we sign Case Barajas for 5'9", Pete? Or do you want?
My feeling is, and you're the tougher negotiator, so I'm going to lean on you here. But I'm starting to feel like he's getting into that territory where it's going to come up that he's going to get signed by somebody.
Okay, all right.
But you tell me what you think. Do you think you can get some more money off the top?
6'1" to 5'9", if we're talking 5'7", maybe? Or 5'5"? I don't know. What do you think? If we don't get him, who are our other relievers? Is he the top of our list there? Going through.
I think so. He was. Go to the sign and release. Can you star people right now?
These are all starred. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign and release. If I go to available players left, and then I go to pitchers. Here it shows.
Kate Frequent. Where is she at? She's at 23.8.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the only reliever, unless Maverick North. Case Bras is down at 5'9". Maverick North is 7.4. So if somebody signs Case, we could sign Maverick North. Maverick's 26. Case is 34.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, Maverick isn't that far off a Case.
Yeah.
So I'd say let it ride. If you can get him down a little bit more.
5'7" or 5'5"?
5'5". Let's see if we can get him below 5'5".
All right. Next round it goes. Uh-oh. Hold on. Don't look. Okay. Here you go.
I'm not looking.
This was coming. Hey, look
All
at this.
right. What?
Ivy. Look, Ivy.
Ivy Peperonis gets signed onto the Arctics, replacing Seth Rennett. Seth Rennett was a 38-year-old starting pitcher. He's a C- with a 25 velocity, 37 junk, 50 accuracy, 3 power, and 7 connectivity. And they're bringing in Ivy Peperonis, who's an overall A. 67 velocity, 85 junk, 80 accuracy, 84 power, and 17 connectivity. The Arctics are going to go plus 42 on velocity, plus 48 on junk, plus 30 on accuracy, plus 81 on power, and plus 10 on connectivity. But they're going to pay for it because Seth Rennett was only making $1,100,000, and Ivy Peperonis is slated to make $13.4 million this year, Tom.
Oh, wow, that's a big move. The Arctics were in the cellar at the end of last season, so they're looking to make a big change back. Peperonis going to be going. The reason I said that is that did Peperonis play in here in the Arctic with the Arctics before, or was she playing instead for?
She may have.
I'm
not
Philadelphia. Sure. I'm not sure. Okay, well that's neither here nor there. Fred Bobbitt has lowered his asking salary to 5. He's at 5 now, and this would be a backup to Freddie Knox if Gina Torrens were to be dropped.
We got another acquired player. The Burners snagged Daniel Molina. Daniel Molina is a 36-year-old closing pitcher. He's an overall C+. He's got 85 velocity, 38 junk, 33 accuracy, 22 power, and 2 connectivity. And he'll be making $2,500,000 for the Burners this year, Tom.
All right, Burners got them the closer. Grunt Manley's dropping his salary from $22,600 down to $21,400. That's a big jump. $1.2 million.
It's getting worried. Landon Fair has dropped his asking salary from 7.4 to 6.8.
All right. Stephen Reed is dropping his salary, but his requirement from 11.1 to 10.5.
And Case Barajas, Tommy, has lowered his asking place from 5.9 to 5.7.
All right, so I think he's one move away from the signing in Phoenix. Sturdy Woodman's dropping his from 10.4 to 9.8. He's now below $10 million.
Yes.
This would be almost $8 million freed up if we sign Sturdy and let go Alora Franco. So let's consider that in a second here.
Maverick North has dropped his asking salary from 7.4 to 7.
All right, base starter / reliever. Okay, so he's in case Case gets picked up. Macy York then lowers her asking salary from 9.3 down to 8.7 for a closer. Now, so there's stuff to think here. Do we sign? We're gonna go one more for Case, right?
I think so.
And then why don't we go one more for everybody? Because if we make a choice for Case, we could think more about Sturdy.
Do we have to release Dusty Winder and Smack Avery, or are they all? Because they're already on the list. But I'm wondering if we get that we have their salary.
Yeah, I don't know.
To play with.
Replace, it says. So it looks like I would just hit the A replace button, and we would replace him with whoever.
Okay.
So Dusty's 3-2. That's what he wants right now? Well, his previous salary is 3-2.
Right.
He's asking more right now. And we're looking at replacing him for someone who's 5'7".
So that's like, yeah, but the two of them combined are like 5.8 mil. So to be honest with you, it'll only cost $100,000 off of our $10,900,000 budget.
Yeah. All right. One more round.
Sure.
All right, round 7. Here we go. Don't look at anything. We're gonna go down the
Everybody's been signed.
Nobody was signed.
Oh. Grunt Manley lowered his asking price from 21.4 to 24.
Another $1 million. All right, Fred Bobbitt lowers his asking second base shortstop replacement for Gina Torrance possibly. He was from 5 down to 4.8.
Stephen Reed lowered his asking price from 10.5 to 9.9. He's under 10.
He is. Landon Ferris, second base shortstop, a more economical choice, would be 6.8 to 6.5. Again, I would lean more towards Fred Bobbitt, although Bobbitt's 38.
Yeah.
No, but he's a better. Well, I mean, we don't need someone who's. Well, we would need someone cheaper, and he's also cheaper. So, we're again looking to save some money. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pete.
Maverick North lowered his asking price from 7.0 to 6.7.
All right, when you compare that to, we haven't got there yet. Okay, here's Case Barajas. Lowered his asking salary from 5.7 down to 5.5.
There it is.
Yeah, and he would be, so we would get him instead of Maverick North essentially. So we're looking at possibly considering doing that now. Macy York, I'm sorry, you go, Pete.
Macy York has lowered her asking salary from 8.7 to 8.1 million, so she dropped 600,000.
Mm-hmm. Sturdy Woodman is now below 9.8. He went down to 9.2, $600,000. He would he's for a potential replacement for Laura Franco at 20 years old. So, I think we're planning on. Are we thinking of signing Case, or are we pushing it further down to 5?
What do you think?
Shoot, I don't know. Again, if someone pulls the trigger on Case, our backup is Stephen Reed. No, our backup is somebody else.
Who is our backup? That guy, Maverick North. Yeah,
right below him.
And they're pretty close.
Yeah.
Although Case is much cheaper right now.
He's cheaper and he's ranked higher.
He is just a hair higher.
He's older. What do you think? I'm gonna leave this up. I'm gonna leave this up to you.
Let's push it one more time. We'll be a quarter of the way through. Eight, right?
Yeah,
32 divided by 4 will be 8.
And halfway for tonight. Okay, here we go. Next round. Signings.
No, I'm not looking.
Okay, here we are.
All right, the Sandcats sign Ansel Caruso replacing Gustav Ochoa.
He's coming to Phoenix.
Ansel Caruso. Gustav Ochoa is a 23-year-old relief pitcher. He's a B-. He's got 54 velocity, 56 junk, 50 accuracy, 10 power, and 29 connectivity. While Ansel Caruso is a B+ overall. 29-year-old starting pitcher. He's got 65 velocity, 52 junk, 71 accuracy, 32 power, and 11 connectivity. So the Sandcats will get plus 11 in velocity. They'll lose 4 on junk, add 21 to accuracy, 22 to power, but they lose 18 on connectivity. And Gustav Ochoa is making $3,900,000, whereas Ansel Caruso is going to make $8,500,000. Tom.
Yeah, that's a big starter. He was ranked one of the highest ranked players in the whole league last season for the Moonstars. So that's a big move by our sister team, the Sandcats, who already were a playoff contender last year. That's a big move up for them. Landon Ferris dropping his salary. He's the second base shortstop. He went from 6.5 to 6.2. Still a little rich for us.
Grunt Manley has lowered his from 20.4 to 19.8.
Macy York's lowered her asking salary. This is again the closer. She's from 8.1 down to 7.8.
Case Barajas lowered his asking salary from $5.5 million to $5.3 million.
Okay, now we got a signing here. The Jacks snag Olaf Slakov. Slakov used to play for the Herbisaurs up there in Tacoma. The 37-year-old starter is a C-plus ranked, known mostly for his velocity at 83. And his accuracy is pretty good, but he has no junk. He's going to get paid $3.4 million to wear the Jacks uniform out there in Houston.
Yes, sir. And then Maverick North has lowered his asking salary from 6.7 to 6.4.
Starter / reliever. And he's coming in range, looking attractive. Stephen Reed is lowering his asking salary. Second base shortstop, he's 9.9 down to 9.3. Still a little bit out of our range.
Sturdy Woodman has lowered his asking salary from 9.2 to 8.7.
Oh, the Jacks signed another player. Who is it? Hey, our old friend Chasey Kim. The Jacks acquired Chasey Kim from the Overdogs. At least I know he played there with us. I don't know if he played somewhere else. The B- ranked starting pitcher, 36-year-old, known mostly for his velocity, his heat. He's a solid one. He's going to make $4.6 million to move out to Houston and join whoever that was that went out there. Oh, who went there?
Olaf Slakov.
Okay.
Fred Bobbert has lowered his asking salary from 4.8 to 4.7 million.
You want to go another round then?
Sure, if you want.
And then we'll see. Okay, here we go. Roll the dice.
We're signing people.
We're gonna get
them sign somebody
on a discount. All right, Edison Perkins. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Edison Perkins gets signed onto the Nemesis, replacing Amy Zoner. Amy Zoner is a 32-year-old shortstop third baseman. She's a B-. She's got 26 power, 61 connectivity, 57 speed, 65 fielding, and 60 arm. She's got good connection versus left-handed pitching, and she likes the inside pitch. They pick up Edison Perkins. Edison Perkins, the B+ 34-year-old second base shortstop. He's got 60 power, 96 connectivity, 62 speed. He's a 37 fielder with a 49 arm, and he favors the high pitch. Amy Zoner was making $4,500,000. Edison Perkins is making $9,300,000.
Yeah, we're going to be faced. That's an offensive move for the Nemesis, one of our division rivals. So we're going to be seeing Edison Perkins at least 3 times this next season.
And that 95 connectivity, boy, that's not going to be easy.
Hard to get around him. Fred Bobbitt's dropping his salary. Yeah, Fred Bobbitt, second base shortstop, down from 4.7 down to 4.6.
Maverick North has lowered his asking salary down to 6.1 from 6.4.
He's a B-. Sturdy Woodman lowered his asking salary from 8.7 down to 8.4.
Stephen Reed has dropped his salary from 9.3 to $9 million for a B, 23-year-old second base shortstop.
Excuse me. Case Barajas drops it to 5.2. The B-ranked relief pitcher.
Landon Fair has dropped his asking salary from 6.2 to $5.9 million.
Landon Fair, second. Yeah, but Grunt Manley is dropping his from 19.8 down to 19.2. The A-ranked first base, third baseman.
Macy York has dropped her asking salary from 7.8 million to 7.5.
Oh,
she's the one I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose her.
So what are you thinking here, Pete? Are we going again? Roll the dice. Are we signing into me? What do you think? And again, we got in Barajas and Maverick North.
Yeah.
Oh, Barajas is still ranked higher, and he's cheaper.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is I'd rather get Barajas for the 5.2, or for the cheaper price, because ultimately I think he's a better pitcher. But I definitely want him, and I'd like the B-ranked closing pitcher. I think that's a boost for our bullpen.
Yeah.
So I don't want to lose those two.
What are you thinking?
Since Barajas only dropped his salary by $100,000, I have a feeling if we roll again, he'll just be at 5.1. If he's still on the board. So I'm thinking maybe we should pull the trigger on Barajas. What do you think?
We could do Barajas.
Because we said 5.5, and he's down to 5.2, so we've actually, you know.
Well, let's see here. Again, this would be with the Dusty Winder for Case Barajas. We'd be going from 3.2 to 5.2, so it's a bump up in the salary.
Yeah.
Be going from a, what was Winder?
C plus.
C plus to a B. So you go 5.2. You wanna pull the trigger on this one?
Let's do it.
All right. First signing of the year. We're gonna let Dusty Winder hang out there on waivers. We're gonna sign Case Barajas. Surplus. Before was 10.9. After 5.7. Accept.
Yes.
Except the newest player on the is a reliever, Case Barajas. He's gonna be making 5.2. He's gonna be our highest paid and highest ranked reliever.
Yeah.
All right, Case is gonna be our go-to guy there. All right. So now, I'm sorry, if we go back to sign and release, or we go, oh yeah, there we are. Beewolves obtain Case Barajas. Well, known mostly for his velocity, but with good accuracy. 34-year-old reliever is going to come in and make 5.2 a year. He's our newest Beewolf. Do we want to go the next round, or are we considering other ones? I mean, again, the other one okay, so we got the reliever. Now it's just the closer. So we can unstar the starter / reliever, right? Oops.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to go to sign and release. That way we're not following him again. Available players, pitchers. Sorry, folks. Hold on a second. Maverick North. I'm going to take the star off him there. Okay. Brings us back here. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. Now we're looking at a closer and then potentially a backup for second base and a potential new first base person. Now,
yeah, if we could get a first base, second baseman, that would be Sturdy Woodman.
Yeah, well, Sturdy just plays first.
Okay. I saw 2.8. I thought it was 2B.
Yeah. Now, as far as a backup to Fred Bobbitt's starting to look like he's a good backup for if we let Gina Torrance go.
Yeah.
And then Sturdy is down to 8.4, 28. Steven Reed's still a little expensive for that backup. What was I gonna say here? Landon Fair is a little expensive still. I want him to be under 5. So what do you think? Are we gonna let this marinate a little, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Next round. Uh oh. There it is, Case Barajas. Okay, first one from Case.
Fred Bobbitt lowered his asking salary from $4.6 million to $4.4.
All right, that's pretty good at second base short. If we let Gina Torrance go, I think she's making $6-something million.
Okay.
So what do you think about that whole Gina Torrance thing? I mean, right now we got 2 pretty equal ranked second base people. So, does it make sense to pay? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what do you think about my strategy about having someone for second base that's not as good as a starter?
No, I agree with that. I don't, but again, I don't want him to be too bad.
Yeah.
I'm actually calling up my other window. I had shut it down, but I'm going to call it back up because I want to see what are we looking at as far as ranking goes.
Bobbitt's a B-.
Yeah. Okay. Do I have a screenshot of
maybe what if he goes below 4?
Beewolves. I don't have a screenshot of the Beewolves ratings.
Well,
okay, so what's Gina Torrance making?
Well, if I go down here to Gina Torrance and I hit
there you go.
I hit A, and then I go down to Bobbitt.
There you go, Fred Bobbitt.
She was making 6.9. He's at 4.4. She's what is she ranked? Oh,
she's a B.
B to a B minus. Yeah, so we were just dropping a B to a B minus. He's got good contact. He's not as fast as her. He's not good at fielding, but he's got a better arm. He's got power against right-handers. Again, he's a backup.
Right. So he doesn't have to be great. And I say, I'm not seeing anything that makes me dislike Fred Bobbitt in place, especially since Freddie Knox is going to be the starter.
Yeah. Gina Torrance, how old is she? Does it say on there?
No, I don't see it.
No.
Wait. So Fred Bobbitt is.
She's 21. No, she's 35. He's 38.
Okay. All right.
And we don't need to get rid of Gina Torrance. It's just,
Right.
And we get rid of her to save $2.5 million.
She's making 6.9.
Do we need $2.5 million that bad? I'm starting to second guess myself here.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. She's not. She was not very good this year. I don't remember what she was like last year. The year before.
Yeah, we get a better power and a better arm, but we lose in connectivity, speed, and fielding.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is he'd be coming in off of the bench, probably in pinch hitting situations, or just to kind of sub in for Gina Torrance, as well as Hanley Dexteris, though, too. If Hanley Dexteris goes down, that's a big drop between Hanley Dexteris and Fred Bobbitt.
Yeah. All right, let's wait.
Yeah, let's wait and see. I don't think anybody's beating down Bobbitt's door.
Okay. All right. Up from that, Macy York, the closer, 7-2.
I want her.
All right. What number do you want her for?
I don't know. What's Smack Avery's only making 3.2, right, or something like that, 3.5, something like that. 2.6, not even close. He's only making 2.6 million. That's crazy. Well, look at that, Smack Avery versus Macy York. Better pitcher, just better pitcher all the way around.
Slower, a little bit slower, but
what?
She's a little slower.
Yeah, a little bit slower velocity, but she's got better junk and accuracy.
Yeah.
She's got 3 pitches. He's got 3 pitches, I think. Right?
He's got 2.
No, then again, even there.
Yeah, she's got the slider to add to it.
So now, if we pull the trigger on this, right? Does it take the 2.6 off of her 7.2?
It should take the 4.1 off of her 7.2, right? It says plus 4.6. I don't know how that works. Maybe we got to pay to drop them. I don't know. Oh no, because he wants 4.1 plus 4. So 4.6 plus 2.6 is 7.2. Yeah, it's the difference. We're paying the difference.
Okay.
What if we wait till she drops to 7?
I'm okay with that.
Or even 7.1. Okay. All right, so let's go back again. I'm sorry. So Macy York, and then what next?
Landon Fair dropped his asking salary from 5.9 to 5.6.
He's only 24. I'm starting to drift away from what's his name, Fred Bobbitt, the 38-year-old, towards the Landon Fair, who, if we're thinking. Okay,
but he drops even more. So you'd get better player for 4.4 than you're going to get for 5.6.
That's true. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Okay, did I say Landon Fair? Or did you?
I did.
Grunt Manley dropping from 19.2 to 18.6. He's still more than Melora for us. So no. Sturdy though, from 8.4 down to 8.1 for possible replacement. She's making 17.9. If he asked 7.9, that's $10 million.
Back in the bank.
Yeah.
For Sturdy Woodman, who's no slouch.
Yeah. Next one up.
Stephen Reed lowered their asking, and that's the thing, is if you pull the trigger on that, you get $10 million, then you pick up Stephen Reed. Now he's your backup second base shortstop.
Yeah. He'd be your starter. But anyway, okay.
He could be. Yeah.
So go one more round.
One more round. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna close my eyes. I don't want to see.
Close your eye. Don't watch anything here. Oh, no, I'm kidding.
No, I was gonna say. Don't
What's
do
the first
that
one?
to
Here
me.
you go. First one.
The Moonstars sign Ellis Locos replacing Rusty Bustum. Rusty Bustum's out there, Tommy.
Ooh.
Rusty Bustum, the 33-year-old first baseman. He's a C+ with 67 power, 79 connectivity, 30 speed, and 26 fielding. He's got a 21 arm. They're going to replace him with Ellis Locos, who's an overall B+. He's a 31-year-old right fielder, outfielder, 69 power, 52 connectivity, 72 speed, 62 fielding, and 94 arm. And he's got good connection versus right-handed pitching. So the Moonstars are going to pick up 2 on power. They'll lose 27 on connectivity, but they pick up 42 on speed, 36 in fielding, and 73 in the arm. Right. And Ellis Locos will be making $9.9 million, and Rusty Bustum was only making $3.9, so that's going to take a bite out of their budget.
Yeah, they will. It's a big move up for them. Stephen Reed lowering his asking salary from 8.7 down to 8.4.
Grunt Manley has dropped his asking salary from $18.6 million to $18 million.
All of a sudden, Grunt Manley, if he drops far enough by the end of this whole thing, maybe Landon Fair drops his from 5.6 down to 5.3. He'd be a backup 24-year-old.
Sturdy Woodman has lowered his asking price from 8.1 to 7.8 million.
Ooh, that would be more than $10 million freed up. Macy York's down to 6.9.
Fred Bobbitt has lowered his from 4.4 to 4.3 million dollars.
So
6.9.
Yeah.
And we get a B reliever and a B closer.
Mm-hmm.
And that should help to lift, because then we got 2 Bs and 2 Cs. So I'm thinking we're starting to raise our relief pitching.
Mm-hmm.
Are you comfortable at $6.9 million to Macy York, or do you think we could get her down a little bit more?
I think we can get her down.
Okay.
Although the only other closer is Kay Frequin.
All the rest of them have been picked up?
Well, the other ones are comparable to Smack.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm afeared of.
You think you want to sign her? Or do you want to go lower?
Macy York. Look at her. Can't wait to see her in the turquoise and yellow. I don't know. Like I said, we're getting to that point where there's not a lot of closers left.
Yeah.
The only one better than her is Frequent, and there's no way we can afford her.
At 19.2, yeah.
I think we should pull the trigger. I'd be too afraid that the next round she gets signed by somebody.
All right. The treasure cannot be completed. You're short $1.2 million. Need to release a more expensive, sign a cheaper player. Okay, so then that would mean us either letting go of, making a move on second base, for Gina Torrens, dropping her for somebody else, or Laura Franco.
I guess we'd have to. Could you call it up? Let's see. Let's compare it to what do we got here? She's making 6.9. He's making 8.4. That wouldn't work.
Right.
We'd still be in the hole.
We get money back for Bobbitt.
Yeah. Or Landon Fair, we can get back. But he's a C+. I don't know if I'd want to go. Well, let's see. Fred Bobbitt 43. He's 49. 76. He's a 46, 39. He's a 49.
Otherwise, you go here, you look at Laura Franco. Laura Franco, Grunt Manley, we'd end up paying a little bit more. From Sturdy Woodman, we get 10-1. We come way down on power. We get better contact. We drop on speed. We get better fielding.
And the same arm.
Yeah. He's younger. So he's not going to be as quick around the bases. He's going to be about the same defensively. He's going to be less power and better contact.
Do we make this move to make the other move? Do we hold out one more round to see if we can get Woodman down a little bit more? What do you think?
I'm always up for going one more round. You know me.
All right. If we lose him, I'm going to be mad at you forever.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Mason York. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, no. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh, I got my eyes closed.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Typhoon Mahoney offended a Burners coach and was replaced by Julian McCormick. Typhoon Mahoney was a C 29-year-old left fielder. She's got 16 power, 58 connectivity, 72 speed, 37 fielding, and a 40 arm. Julian McCormick is a 35-year-old shortstop infielder, overall superstar.
Mm-hmm.
94 power, 99 connectivity, 76 speed, 75 fielding, and a 68 arm. The Burners gained 78 in power, 41 in connectivity, 4 in speed, 38 in fielding, and 28 in arm. So it's a good thing that Typhoon Mahoney has offended the Burners coach.
Yeah.
Crikey. But Typhoon Mahoney is only making $1,600,000, and Julian McCormick is going to demand $20,500,000 this year, Tom.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Grunt Manley's dropping his salary from 18.0 to 17.4. He's already less than Alora Franco. It makes you want to wonder, do we push it all the way to the 16th? Landon, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Landon Fair's dropped his asking salary from 5.3 to 5.1.
Macy York dropping from 6.9 down to 6.6. Now the closer that we want. It's getting a little bit cheaper.
Yes, sir. Mantonio Lavo offended a Heaters coach and was replaced by Isabel Stevens. Lavo, the 31-year-old first base left fielder, is a B- with 75 power, 69 connectivity, 34 speed, 26 fielding, and a 55 arm. While Isabel Stevens comes in, she's a B+, 36-year-old shortstop infielder with 46 power, 63 connectivity, 62 speed, 85 fielding, and 79 arm. She also has better power versus right-handed pitching. So the Heaters wind up losing 26 on the power. They lose 6 on the ability connectivity, but they gain 28 in speed, 59 in fielding, and 24 in arm. And Lavo was making $4,900,000, and now Isabel Stevens will be making $8,900,000. So an additional draw of $4 million from their budget there, Tom.
Yeah, and it's a Stevens' third team in 3 years too. All right, so she'll be playing for the Heaters. Okay, so next one up here we sign Kasha Emmon. Hey, our old friend Kasha Emmon started off in you know where she was. If she gets signed on the Water Bowl, replacing Henry Bracketeer. Bracketeer was the third base shortstop. B-, ranked known mostly for speed at 98 and power against left-handers. He's making 5.3. He gets replaced by our old friend Kasha Emmon, who's A-. So it's a step up. They gain power and connectivity, plus 30 on connectivity. They lose a little bit of speed, but they gain in fielding and arms. So it's all. He drops 5.3. She's at 9.9. So yeah, Kasha Emmon will be playing down in Florida, Pete, against us in our division.
Yeah. Sturdy Woodman has lowered his asking price. He's gone from $7.8 million to $7.5.
Fred Bobbitt's lowered his asking salary as second base shortstop, replaced B- from 4.3 down to 4.2.
Stephen Reed has lowered his asking salary from 8.4 to 8.1.
All right, so there's the possible Sturdy Woodman thing. There's the possible.
Well, the Dominoes, I don't think she dropped her salary this time, so she's stuck.
Yeah.
As long as she's still there.
Well, let's see the Smack thing. Did we clear up enough for Smack? Did she drop hers enough? Plus $4 million?
6.6.
Yeah, I don't think we don't have the. We're
No.
still 900,000. So we need her to drop it by 900. What do you think?
Unless we pick up Sturdy Woodman for Laura Franco, at which point we would get $10 million back into our budget.
Yeah.
And then we could pick her up.
Yeah.
So it's right now it's a dominoes game. Which domino falls first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's the thing is I didn't realize how drastically underpaid most of our players were.
Yeah.
Because even Gina Torrance, she's not making a whole lot of money. So you're like, well, let's compare her to Fred Bobbitt. And you're like, well, yeah, you get a couple $100,000, but I mean, she's really not making much.
What do you think?
Do you feel $7 million is too much for?
I don't know. And again, the whole Gina Torrance thing, it'd be Steven. Where are we saving money again? We're saving on Fred Bobbitt or Landon Fair. And you like Bobbitt better than Fair, right?
Actually, I was looking at Landon Fair, and you know what? I don't hate that. Fred Bobbitt's cheaper.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, Fred Bobbitt's got 43 power. Fair's got 49.
Yeah.
Fred Bobbitt's got a 75 connectivity. Landon Fair's at 46, but that's really kind of the big difference.
Yeah.
And then you go speed, it's 39, 49. So Landon Fair's he's like medium in all of the things.
Yeah.
Except fielding, whereas the 71.
And he's 24.
And who?
He's 24 also.
Oh, yeah, and he's 24. But he's a 71 with 64 arm, and Fred Bobbitt's a 54 and a 41.
So the thing we're struggling with here again is this.
Money.
We want to get that. Well, yeah, we want to get that player to replace the closer, but how much longer will she be out there?
Exactly.
Like how quickly?
Because she's getting kind of low, and we're $900,000 short of being able to just sign her outright. So we need to make a move. And
are we thinking if we're thinking pretty solidly about Sturdy now? But then you go down to what's his name, Grunt Manley. He's already below Laura Franco's. And technically, we'd get Grunt Manley and save money.
That's true.
But
I would hold out on Grunt Manley because he's still pretty high.
He's an A at 28. Sturdy's a B at 28. We don't need a great first baseman. He's a lot cheaper. What do you think?
Yeah, he's half price. I'd be okay with Sturdy Woodman. We've played with him before. I like him as a player, and we change him out with Laura Franco. I hate doing it. Laura Franco is she's my favorite player, but she's got to go. We need money. We need to do something.
This would do all of it. This would give us 10 mil. Wow. You think we should do it?
Yes, sir.
Surplus before 5-7 up to 16-1. Laura Franco, we're gonna do it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sorry, Laura Franco, we gotta let you go. You're gonna find a home out there and do well. No. We're gonna welcome her.
Yeah, she's gonna go to the Sirloins and pound us like 3 times a year.
The newest player, Sturdy Woodman, gets signed out of the Beewolves. But our old friend Sturdy replacing a Laura Franco. Laura Franco, 30. She's asking $17,900. That's her current salary. She just wants to get signed to her. All right. That also means we're gonna pick up the closer, right? We're gonna pick her up now.
Yeah.
We're wheeling and dealing, Pete. We're serious this season. Smack Avery for Smack Avery. For Macy York. 16-1. It's going to eat into it. Down to leave us down with 9-5. It's going to cost us an extra $4 million. That's it, right?
Yeah.
We go from 16-1 down to 9-5.
She only cost us 6.6 though.
I guess it's based is it a multiple of the... We doing this now, or are we waiting?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay. Smack Avery. Sorry, Smack was going to go anyway because of that, and it looks like we got our team. Now the Gina Torrance thing's kind of a moot point. We could wait and see. Right? We can go a few more rounds. Beewolves pick up Macy York for 6-6. She's our new closer, Pete.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Velocity 69, junk 59, accuracy 69. Yeah, so we work on her a little bit, bring up that. Yeah.
All right, we got to close this episode up. Next round 13. Going down here. Let's find out what's going on. Okay, we know those 2 Beewolves signings. Oh, Laura. Okay.
Hank Hart gets signed on to the Jacks, replacing Jimmy Noggin. Jimmy Noggin, a 38-year-old left fielder catcher, is a C-. He's got 25 power, 31 connectivity, 82 speed, 34 fielding, and an 18 arm. They pick up instead Nick Hart, who's a 27-year-old catcher. He's a B+ with a 41 power, 79 connectivity, 64 speed, 79 fielding, and an 89 arm. The Jacks will pick up 16 in power, 48 in connectivity. They lose 18 in speed, but they pick up 45 in fielding and 71 in arm.
Wow.
And Jimmy Noggin was making $1,200,000, and Hank Hart will make $10 million this year.
Wow, yeah, we're going to see Hart a couple times playing against them. The Jacks pick up another player. They obtained Uriel Erickson. So Uriel Erickson, the third base shortstop on waivers. I forget where Uriel played. He's a 37-year-old third base person, B-, known mostly for his power and his speed with good contact and fielding and an arm. He's a well-rounded player. He's making $5.1 million to wear the Jacks uniform.
Landon Fair has lowered his asking salary from $5.1 million to $4.9.
Steven Reed has dropped his salary, second base shortstop, down to 8.1 to 7.8.
Fred Bobbitt has dropped his from $4.2 to $4.1 million.
Grunt Manley from all right, Grunt was down to first base, third base, so I think we could drop Grunt from our list, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so we're gonna go available players. Grunt Manley, we're gonna take him off. Oops, sorry. All right, Grunt is off the list. Go another round 14. Hold on a second. Okay, here you go, Pete.
The Gold Coats lock up Jacques Oftan. Jacques Oftan, the 37-year-old catcher, he's a B+ with 87 power, 44 connectivity, 69 speed, 76 fielding, and 77 arm. He's got power versus right-handed pitching, but he does have bad jumps, and they're going to be paying him $9,600,000.
He's a solid catcher, Jacques Oftan. He'll be good there in West Coast of California. Fred Bobbitt lowered his asking salary from 4.1 down to 4. He's at an even $4 million at 30-year-old second base.
Steven Reed has lowered his asking salary from 7.8 to 7.5.
And Landon Fair has dropped his salary from 4.9 to 4.7. We'll go all the way to round 16, right?
Yeah.
Because we got to wrap this up. Okay, here we go. Go ahead.
Steven Reed lowered his asking price salary again from 7.5 to 7.2. We may even be able to pick up Reed.
I know. Fred Bobbitt drops his from 4 to 3.9.
And then Landon Fair has dropped his from 4.7 to 4.5.
All right, negotiation round 16. 17 is where we look at the next. Okay, a lot of signings here.
Allie Clark gets signed onto the Freebooters, replacing Olaf Bierson. Bierson, the 27-year-old left fielder, he's a C+ with 79 power, 39 connectivity, 32 speed, 90 fielding, and a 21 arm. He was making $2,500,000. Allie Clark comes in. She's an A-, 20-year-old center fielder, outfielder. She's got 95 power, 49 connectivity, 76 speed, 43 fielding, and a 91 arm. She'll be making $11,700,000 from the Freebooters this season.
Yeah, Clark was the phenom rookie for the Sirloins who went all the way to the finals with them this year in her first season. She'll be a big addition out there at Fort Lauderdale. Who's got to make some big moves. Herbersource signed Hack Liner. All right, Hack Liner placing Malik Aguirre. Malik Aguirre was a 20-year-old second base shortstop, like the outside pitch, known mostly for his fielding, but good power as well. He was making 4.9. The Hack Liner is an A-ranked third base shortstop. They needed somebody else for when Grunt Manley left, so they gained 28 in power, 41 in contact, 5 in speed. They lose a little bit. They lose 20 in fielding, but they got plus 73 arms. So it's mostly an offensive move. He's an RBI man, and he's going to be making $14.5 for the Herbersource. So they needed a big name to replace a big name.
Well, they definitely got it.
Yeah.
Sagda Song gets signed onto the Herbersource as well, replacing Angela Sanchez. Angela Sanchez, the 35-year-old right fielder, first baseman, outfielder, C+ with 51 power, 39 connectivity, 44 speed, 28 fielding, and 97 arm. She gets replaced by the 30-year-old Sagda Song, who's a first baseman, right fielder. He's an overall superstar. He's got 83 power, 99 connectivity, 88 speed, 80 fielding, and a 58 arm, and he's got good power versus right-handed pitching. So the Herbivores are going to pick up 32 in power, 60 in connectivity, 44 in speed, 52 in fielding, and 39. They lose 39 in the arm. Angela Sanchez is making $3,200,000, while Sagda Song will make $21,300,000 from the Herbivores this season.
I think basically Song just played for them. He just went on waivers from the Herbivores, so he's actually just getting re-signed for more money.
Oh, wow.
Good for him. Stephen
That's
Reed,
right.
Stephen Reed's dropping his asking salary from $7.2 down to $7 million.
Landon Ferris lowered his asking salary from 4.5 to 4.4.
All right, we're going to end this round right here. This will be the halfway mark, so the next time we come up, these are the last news coming across the wire. Pete, we're the first one here.
Gabby Gaines offended a Buzzards coach and was replaced by Tough Lift. Gaines is an overall C+, 34-year-old right fielder catcher. She's got 48 power, 57 connectivity, 54 speed, 49 fielding, and 24 arm. While Tough Lift comes in as a B+, 29-year-old catcher first baseman. He's got 71 power, 67 connectivity, 15 speed, 99 fielding, and 70 arm. And he's known as the Stealer. He's got 15 speed, but he's known as a stealer. The Buzzards pick up 23 in power, 10 in connectivity. They lose 39 in speed, even though he's a stealer, and they gain 50 in fielding and 46 in the arm. Gabby Gaines was making $2,600,000, while Tough Lift stands to make $8,900,000.
Oh boy! All right, coming up here, Heaters signed Jorge Duarte, replacing Bubbles Garcia. Bubbles Garcia, 30-year-old left fielder, right fielder, making 4.2, mostly for his power at 78 in connectivity. He's a pretty well-rounded player. They're getting a B- ranked 21-year-old catcher in his place, the Jorge Duarte. And Jorge Duarte is, they lose a little bit of power. They gain 29 in connectivity, so he's a solid hitter. He's faster. He's not quite as good of a fielder, but he's got a real good arm at 85. So they're going to pay him a little bit more from 4.2 up to 5.7. So he'll be a welcome addition to the Detroit Heaters. And
he's known as a whiffer. So for a good hitter, he's a whiffer. Carlitos Salas has offended a Gold Coast coach, and who hasn't?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody in the league who hasn't offended a Gold Coast coach. And was replaced by Peyton Nielsen. Carlitos Salas will hit the free agent line. He's a 33-year-old right fielder catcher. He's a C+ with 44 power, 49 connectivity, 66 speed, 57 fielding, and 82 arm. He's got bad jumps, and he was making $3,300,000 with the Gold Coats, while Peyton Nielsen comes in, a 26-year-old left fielder, left fielder catcher. He's got 73 power, 60 connectivity, 63 speed, 69 fielding, 64 arm. So yeah, he's a pretty steady player, and he's in the upper 60s. He's so the Gold Coats gain 29 in power, 11 in connectivity. They lose 3 on speed, but they gain 12 in fielding and lose 18 in arm. And Nielsen will make $8 million with the Gold Coats.
He will. Stephen Reed's going to drop his asking salary from 7 to 6.8.
Oof, he's getting more and more attractive every time I look at him. Winston Draper offended a Sandcats coach and was replaced by Gertrude Potter. Draper, 35 years old, to second base, third baseman. He's a B- overall with 76 power, 30 connectivity, 49 speed, 82 fielding, and 29 arm. Will be replaced by Gertrude Potter, the 29-year-old right fielder, first baseman, outfielder. She's an A- with 70 power, 78 connectivity, 74 speed, 44 fielding, and 79 arm. Should have been looking at her.
Yeah.
Gold Coats will lose 6 on power, but they gain 48 on connectivity. They gain 25 on speed. They'll lose 38 on fielding, but gain 50 on the arm. And Winston Draper was making $4,500,000, and Gertrude Potter stands to make $11,600,000.
All right, the Water Bullets are going to snag Domingo March. Domingo March is a 31-year-old catcher, right fielder. He's ranked B, 74 on power, 57 on contact, solid offense, 44 speed. He's a 30 fielder, not great, but a 72 arm. He likes the outside pitch. He's going to make $6.1 million, and we're going to see him at least 3 times this regular season, Pete.
Yes, sir. The Gold Coach signed Binky Stevens. He's an overall B-, 30-year-old relief pitcher. He's got a 59 velocity, 34 junk, 80 accuracy, 3 power, and 2 connectivity. He's going to make $3,800,000 with the Gold Coats.
He is Ham Slamus. Hammy, offensive Warblers coach. He was replaced by Marsha Brown, our old friend Marsha Brown. We knew her out in Santa Monica, the Overdogs. The Ham Slamus was a B-, is a B- ranked 34-year-old shortstop, second base. He's a pretty well-rounded player all the way across. He was making 4.3, but he's replaced by the A-ranked Marsha Brown, we know well, who played for the Sandcats last year. She'll be out in Colorado now. 30-year-old right fielder, outfielder. They gained 15 in power, 20 in connectivity, 35 in speed, 28 in fielding. Her arm is just barely less. She's going to make $14.4 million. Good for Marsha Brown.
Landon Fair has lowered his asking salary 0.4 to 4.2.
All right. And up here at the top, we got Hubbard Person. Gets signed under the Burners, replacing Digafordo. Digafordo, the 23-year-old shortstop infielder, a C-ranked, with a 99 arm, known mostly for that. A utility player. He was making $1.1 million to play shortstop. They're picking up the catcher right fielder, B- ranked 28-year-old Hubbard Person. They're going to gain 40 in power, 12 in contact, 17 in speed. They drop 18 for fielding and 6 for arm. He's going to make $5.6 million to let him burn.
Fred Bobbitt has lowered his asking salary from 3.9 to 3.8.
All right, up from here. Oh.
Bobbitt's getting real close to paying us to let him play.
Slip Souter gets signed onto the Moonstars, replacing Kyrone Throne. Okay, so Kyrone Throne's going to get dropped. The C-ranked 30-year-old relief pitcher, who was known mostly for his junk. He was making 2.4. Slip Souter just played for the Moonstars, so he's getting re-signed he's getting a big raise. The A+ ranked pitcher, he's 81 velocity, 88 junk, 87 accuracy. He wants to stay in San Diego there to keep him, and they're going to pay him $17.8 a year. All right.
I would.
Yeah.
Wait,
right.
Take a look at the sign and release real quick.
Okay.
I got to see it. Where is it?
Available players, you mean?
Available players, yeah. Where is she? Alora Franco. 4 from the top.
Yeah. 17.6.
17.6.
She's going to get picked up. I'm pretty confident she'll get picked up before the midpoint.
I'm gonna keep an eye on her this season.
But here's our team right now. After the first half, we did a lot of wheeling and dealing. We got 3 new players in Sturdy Woodman at first base. We've got Case Barajas as a reliever and Macy York as a closer. And now we're just playing around with some other stuff. We got another 16 rounds on the next. This one was a marathon. This was a marathon, but there was a lot on the front end. The next one will be shorter, folks. So stay tuned for that. But so we're going to sign out for now and leave it all for the next time. But thanks for watching. If you watched the whole way through, you can catch us next time on the channel. This is Tommy G.
That is Pete, and we're saying, get out of here.